Hey guys, it's at K Deuces, your sports bet queen, and we are back today with an episode of Crooks and Books. Of course, I'm your hostess, and then I have my co-host, Big Pig Brad,
What is up, everybody?
and then Prado the Pointer.
Howdy, folks.
Happy belated Thanksgiving to everyone. I know we missed one of the episodes, so we're guilty for that. But hopefully everybody had a good holiday going into the weekend with Sunday football. And of course, we have some takeaways for you guys from week 12, starting with some Turkey Day, or should we say the 3 games that were played on Thanksgiving, which once again, since 2019, I own Turkey Day, guys. I own Turkey Day. So it started off with the Bills versus Lions. The spread was 9.5, but I don't know. Did that go up or down, you guys? I don't remember.
It just went down a half a point. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to 9 before game time.
The total was 54.5. And obviously
Went to 55 before game time.
Yeah. I thought it went up. Obviously the Lions did what they did.
Went to
cover that teaser too, huh?
54.5.
I just, the dogs came out definitely for Turkey Day for the first 2 games. So that was some good takeaways. I did a bunch of teasers, which was fairly new for me, but I still was on the right side of that. So that's some of my takeaways for the Giants and the Cowboys, and then of course the Pats and the Vikings. Which was kind of obvious because it was like if there's 2 dogs that won, are you really going to take Bill? And like Bill owns the Jets. So it's kind of like one of those things, but we know that the Vikings might be a little bit better than Bill's team. I don't know. That's what I looked at. So any takeaways for you, Big Pick?
Yeah, I think Justin Jefferson was just the best player on the field in that game. He really couldn't be stopped. And the Vikings on prime time with Kirk Cousins are very poor. So as Carlos would say, I think they were due, and they showed that they were due. They came out to play. They threw it to Jefferson. They played good, semi-good defense, and the turning point in the game was that kick return touchdown and that running into the punter or roughing the punter. Now that was the game, literally right there. If that doesn't happen, I think the Pats hang on, and they probably win the game outright. I don't know if Bill just lost some aggression, but there was plenty of 4th downs that I know he could get 1 yard, and he just decided to punt or kick the field goal, which was very shocking.
Yeah. He was trying to be conservative at a moment.
You guys forget about that controversial call, the the new made up rules, as I always try to take my
the Hunter Henry touchdown.
When the ball touches before the line, it's a touchdown. He clearly has the ball across the line. He's coming down. Then all of a sudden they said he had no possession. That's a huge turn of events right there.
Well, let me call Mike Pereira on this one, guys. So according to the new rules here,
we know there's going to be
we're just going to make up shit on the fly, and
but
we just made up.
I always take note because when you get that bullshit fucking answer, you can always throw yourself in that situation when the situation comes out and go, oh, here it comes. The ball technically crossed the line, which is automatic. But now that if it touches the ground or something moves, it's automatically not a.
I don't think it's going to get that deep. It's still rigory. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I think it comes with a lot of, there's people that think like you, and there's people that most people don't think like us, right? That's why we have a show, and they want to think like us. They want to get persuaded. So I don't know. But
you say they were questioning the integrity of the game here,
right? All right. So let's go to some other takeaways if you guys don't have any other ones. I know that the squad or Crooks and Books crew, we were able to send out our bets for Turkey Day as well as Sunday, even though we missed an episode. So if you haven't signed up, sign up at www.thesportsbettingqueen.com. Make sure you put your email in there, and you can get real-time picks and plays of what we think is going to happen. Even if we say it on the show, Prado always changes his mind. Sometimes big pick goes against himself. I'll take
Sometimes or all the time.
I'll take a last minute, total or whatever. You guys will see that. And I've had followers before say, hey, I took, hey, oh, you guys, all of you guys like, Joey B or whatever. So, it's definitely better to sign up for that, you guys, and it's free. There's no other really takeaways for Thanksgiving that I had. I know Owl and I are the only ones that chose against the Pats, or I took the Pats plus 8.5 on a teaser. So that's the only reason why I won. But everybody else got that one wrong with the +3. I don't know. Ravens and Jags, I didn't really get to watch. I was getting ready for Bobby's wedding. Congratulations, Bobby. He's in Mexico right now. A new married man he is. Hopefully he gets on the show now.
Hopefully.
Bianca, let's make that happen, huh? Anyway, we were there. So most of the Sunday I was just getting ready. I'm trying to figure out how I was going to get to Bobby's wedding because it was on a Sunday. I didn't really have anything. Bengals, I had Dolphins, obviously. I did have the Seahawks teaser, which bit me in the butt. And I know Bobby took +4. Prado took money line and 3.5. So that was going on during the wedding, right? Prado, some takeaways there.
The Raiders game, that was the biggest game that was circled because of the Geno Smith fucking, the little hoorah, whatever that was. But I mean, that was an exciting game. I just couldn't believe Josh Jacobs was out there just gashing them. Which, by the way, I would love to know what his rushing total for the year, if he leads it, what that pays
You
out.
probably look it up.
There's no way in hell anyone was like thinking that was going to happen, right, Brad? There's no way.
I bet you he was a pretty long shot on the board.
Yeah, 40 to 1.
I don't know more than that. I'm willing to bet more than that. Like, remember they kind of counted him out coming into a contract year.
Yeah.
They made the guy play the preseason, and he's a starter. Like, come
Yeah.
on. They had no respect for the guy, and you can see like he's a little banged up right now. The tread on the wheels is getting a little thin.
Nobody's getting it.
So he's getting it done, but they didn't need to give that guy a little bit of a break.
Yeah. All right.
220 rushing yards last week. Fucking gashed him on like an 80-yarder to fucking.
I thought I was watching a college football game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was intense.
I was like, is Bama playing right now?
Old style Bama, pound the rock. Yeah.
And the last thing is, how about them 49ers, huh? They just can't score on them on the second half. Like, watch out.
Yeah, that was crazy. The under definitely hit on that game.
That shit was golden.
That under was a fucking lock. 7 days a week and twice on Sunday.
So was the Rams Chiefs one too, and then the over in the Chargers Cardinals game.
Yeah, Rams Chiefs covered by half a point, I think.
Yeah.
Or one.
Yeah.
Pretty much one or half, whichever.
Yeah. And the Dolphins covered by half.
That's pretty insane. Packers Eagles. So the Eagles the Packers covered, is that right?
No, they pushed.
It was a push.
Oh, it was a push. Okay. And then Philly
ML
wins, obviously, and then teaser -0.5.
That's How about Jordan Love wins? He will now be the starter for the Green Bay Packers, and this could be the end of Aaron Rodgers.
End of an era here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here, the old cheesehead Aaron.
Is it because he's hurt or is it because he's out?
No,
he's hurt, and plus, like, the Packers really got to see what they got in Jordan Love. Honestly, the sample size on his is very small. He had that one game last year against the Chiefs when A-Rod had COVID. So they don't even know what they have with this guy that they drafted in the first round. And he played
for a bit. I think
LaFleur was 4-8. 4-8 ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, he looked pretty good out there. I mean, all of a sudden he was slinging the ball. He had some nice passes. Like, he was out there kind of
doing all right for what it was worth, I guess.
He wasn't the same Jordan Love of last year when he played against the Chiefs. That was horrendous.
They didn't want to give him the ball, and his poor mom fucking had the highest seat at Arrowhead.
Yeah, he was his nerves were through the roof. The Pitt and Colts game, that was pretty goddamn boring until it got tied up. then
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun game. You got kind of hairy at the end.
well, when you expect it to be boring, it usually turns out to be fun. So
Well, they got to make those calls when they see a boring game on a solo slot on Monday night. They're like, guys, you guys gotta step it up here.
come on, figure it out.
People are turning to fucking Dancing with the Stars
No,
right
people,
now.
yeah.
Like, come on, let's go. Let's pick it up.
Oh man. All right. So as for those are our takeaways, and then as for ratios and numbers, I went 8-2 with a new ratio of 80%, and then 3-1, 75% for Brad, which you had last week anyway, 75%. 6-1 for Al. Damn, Al, you killed it. And you're not on the show. God damn. And your team won.
He's out there cupcaking.
Jesus. He is 85% leading the pack this week or this past week. And then we've got Caleb, who's also not on the show, but he has a great excuse. He's doing his own show right now, which I'm really proud of. He's come a long way. He's 5-3 at 62%. Bobby, newly married man, is 6-3 at 66%. He was leading the pack last week at 100%. He didn't lose one game. He was ready to get married. And then Prado the Point, 5-2, 71%.
He had a good run too. I could tell because he was telling us when the game was going on. He's like, "Oh, I need this team or I need that team." It was funny.
Yeah. And then we got 33-12 for week 12, which leads us at 73%. And overall, for the last 12 weeks, we have bet 267. Actually, no, we bet more than that, but we've won 267 games and totals and etc. and lost 182, which leaves us at a 60% average for the last 12 weeks, which is why we have so many followers on the show. I just checked YouTube. I didn't even know we had that many subscribers. And yeah, pretty freaking awesome. All right. So let's move on to week 13. Dang, 13 weeks. Don't we only have 18?
Yeah, 18 weeks.
All right. And that was already added, right?
Yeah.
That's sad. We only have like literally a month and a week left. Or 2 months. I don't know, whatever. Bills versus Patriots, Thursday night. That's tomorrow. Spreads 4.5. I don't know if this moved because I did this on a Tuesday. And then the total is 43.5. I like the over. That's my first glance. So big pick, you like the Pats +4.
Yeah, I like the Pats here. It has moved from 4.5 to actually opened 5.5, all the way down to 4. I just think Josh is hurt right now, and he kind of showed against a Lions defense that really all isn't that great. That he's having trouble making some throws, and he's really having to muscle up a lot of throws that he's used to just making with ease. I think going against the Patriots defense is always a tough task as long as Bill Belichick is at the helm there. I know that he's not the same as he was with Tom Brady, but he knows how to dial it up still. And this is a good spot for the Patriots coming off a heartbreaker here, and the Bills like barely squeezing one out. So I just think that Josh is a little hurt. He's hiding it well, but I like the Pats in this spot.
Well, like I always say, when you're hurt, you're just hurting the team. If you don't, you know what I mean? Like, you might as well rest it out. And it's not like he has a cold, you know what I mean, that just heals up. It's just like you're freaking done. You know what I mean?
And he's one of those guys. He's not gonna just like
he doesn't want
sit.
To. Yeah,
he'll put his body on the line for.
But see, that's the thing. You say that in and out, and I've seen like goats, literally like Kobe. Maybe we can say an exception for like Jordan, right? Because he played with like the flu. But like I said, it's not like you're sick. This is like when you're hurting and you're just hurting yourself more and you're hurting the team. So he's got to think that over, because if he's really playing hurt, he's just going to hurt the team because he's not going to be at 100%. So he's not going to be 100% the Josh that we know that looks hella fun, that does all this stuff. And then as for the Patriots, of course, he doesn't have Tom Brady, which I heard and I saw Caleb posted rumors that Tom Brady might be going back to retire as a Patriot.
Oh, he will retire as a Patriot for sure, but maybe on a 1-day contract.
I know, right? Yeah, no, that's a good take on what you have. And then Prado, you have the same thing. You like Bill plus 4.5, which means Patriots plus 4.5.
Yeah, because they should have covered last week, but the natural eye will tell you that you have to take the Bills and you have to fade the Patriots. I mean, Patriots fucking had. I want to say I was actually quite impressed. Mac Jones had what 380 yards throwing.
Yeah, he had the most on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he was no slouch. I mean, all he need his special teams broke down and couple
And they're definitely gonna have improvements. So
couple controversial calls, and Bill will find a way to take one of the best players out, which he
And
did
this
it with
is
Justin
England,
Jefferson. But it was funny, like if you think about it, Justin Jefferson was killing it, and they were only up by like 3 or 4.
is this in New England?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in Foxborough.
So it makes sense. And then I can see why somebody would say, oh no, it'll go under because of the way the play is gonna be. But I feel like if there's some scoring there, it could easily go over 43.5. That's just how I look
I
at
kind of like the under. I see like a 23-20 kind of final here.
it. I just feel like the Patriots could score a little bit more than what we're usually see.
Why?
used to see.
The interesting note on that was like for the first time in a long time, based off started Sunday with the Chargers and Kansas City. That was an over. Brado calls all 3 of those games on Thanksgiving primetime games. 2 out of 3 went over. The Sunday night football game went over. Monday night football went over. So even Brad said it, like there's a little bit of an over rally right now in the NFL with primetime games because they were just nonstop unders.
I just feel like 43 is at a cusp.
It's going over.
I mean,
there he is.
Like I
Welcome
said,
back,
if you sign up, you'll know my true bet. But as I gave you guys my take. All right. So next game, obviously we don't have Al or Caleb or Bobby. So you may get that before game time if you sign up for the newsletter. I can't tell you enough to sign up. Jets versus Vikings. Spread is 3. Total is 45.5. And then I don't know what to take here. I like the Jets defense. They're like consistently scoring on fantasy. I have them, so you can tell the way that they, like they keep the points there, and you start off with points as on a defense. So I think they're consistent. I think the Vikings are still kind of like, they're just one of those iffy teams that you're just like, dude, you're not as good as your record. You feel me? Like you're just looking at it like you barely won certain games because of calls like we were talking about earlier. So you can't really trust them. And I did trust them. I think this was like a couple years back, right, Brad, where I was high on the Vikings.
Yeah, King of the North.
Yeah. And I thought they were the real deal back then, but I just feel like Minnesota Vikings does that to you. And yeah, you could be on their good side. So I just don't know. I can't really put a dart on one of these 2 teams. So big pick, you got anything on this? I feel like you don't have anything either.
I just have something small to say, and I've heard this over the grapevine a few times. Let's just say it's the end of January here. We're talking playoffs. Are you taking Kirk Cousins against Tom Brady? Fuck no.
No.
Fuck no. I think they're the biggest fraud team in the NFL. I really do.
I think they're giving them a chance though, because there's no Russell Wilson in the game because his team sucks. So they need another team to take over. And obviously Geno, they didn't expect that, but it's not the same. You need one of those like teams. That makes sense.
But Kirk, like, I know he's playing good and the team's playing well, but I don't think that this is not going to be sustainable. I mean, they're basically going off of the Packers have sucked complete ass. There's no competition in the division.
The 3 worst teams in the NFL, one of them is the Vikings, Atlanta, and I forgot the other team is the worst team to give up
Lions.
20-point yards passes, and that's the Vikings.
I mean, the Bears should have beat them. The Bears had them by their balls and pissed it
Yeah.
away. The Lions should have beat them. I mean, the list goes on and on. The Washington had
Josh
them by the
should have beat
nuts.
them.
Josh had them by the nuts.
Yeah.
They're who was the team in the one-score games last year? I can't think about it.
I mean, but isn't it kind of funny that they kind of remind you of the Seattle Seahawks?
And how they're winning all these close games and they shouldn't be.
Not the Seattle Seahawks of today. I'm talking
No,
about
no,
when it
no,
was
the
Russell
Russell
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and you
hear
were
you.
riding high on and I remember you were all about Russ.
Oh yeah, let him cook. He can't cook nothing but
You
fucking
know what I'm saying?
microwave
nothing
hot
but
dogs.
hot
right
dogs
now.
and cereal. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he can cook Sierra.
What do you
I
mean?
mean,
Sierra's over there?
he could even cook at his own party. You feel me?
JB on CBS said Broncos country, let's ride into another L.
No, but
me rolling.
that's what I mean. Like they have in the NFL, if you look at it hard enough, I mean, I guess if you're a podcaster like myself and you've been hosting a show for this long, you see the drama unfold. Like we always talk about Days of Our Lives, whatever the other ones are, or
General
a freaking
Hospital, The Young and the Restless.
yeah, Korean drama, whatever you want to say, Mexican drama, Latin drama.
Telemundo.
It's all fitting within, like you have to have those characters. And
Yeah.
sometimes those characters just don't give enough because they don't have the right team or squad. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about it. But Prado, Jets +3. Go ahead.
I think the Jets probably fuck around and win this game.
I was gonna say the same thing, Prado. It's Jets money line or nothing. There's no reason
Yeah,
to win this game.
this is a simple case of Carlos Prado game where no one fucking wants to fucking listen. No one wants to fucking understand. I don't really give a fuck. It's just one of those games where I told Prado this. Remember this. Sauce Gardner fucking D'd up fucking all the receivers he's played against this year, pretty much. Okay.
Has there been a couple controversial PIs that weren't called? Yes.
And he's a
But
dog.
just remember, it's New York.
He's a dog,
He is.
and Jefferson will probably get shut down, and then the Jets defense will come out. Saleh will have a game plan, and this guy Mike White, you got to give him a fucking credit. Fucking,
You gotta give him credit.
He's out there just waiting for his opportunity. He got his opportunity, and then, like I mentioned this before, if
He's
Saleh
actually
went with Wilson, the team would have fucking turned
Oh
their back.
no.
They would have punted.
Yeah.
Yep, done.
They would have punted.
All right. Let's go to the next game, which is horrible. Broncos versus Ravens. The spread's pretty big on this. It's 8.5. I don't know if
I don't
went
want nothing
higher.
to do with this game. I'm not
Yeah.
touching Russell.
Next.
And then well,
No one's gonna
just in
score.
case-
It's gonna be like 10-6.
just in case the listeners total was 38.5. You just like the over. The sweat.
Is it gonna be 40-0 Ravens?
Dude.
The Broncos can't score.
No, and they're not going to. You want to know why? I think it's just going to be all Ravens.
Is this the Nathaniel fucking Jay Hackett fucking launch game? Launch
Yeah.
pad?
Should have got launched last week after losing.
Well, they
to Carolina.
can't launch
Come on.
Russell, right? They're not going to be able to.
Well, he's under contract. They
Yeah.
signed him to the most
So, I mean,
stupidest
it's kinda
fucking
like one of those
deal
things.
in the NFL. Yeah, no, I hear you. Ravens
just-
40-0.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit. Look, I saw this press conference, but the D lineman on Broncos was in Russell's grill, fucking
he was-
grilling his ass.
I get his
They want
point.
to act like everything's all fine and dandy, bro. You guys are what are they 3-8, 4-8?
Yeah. No, I get his point. He was trying to hype him up like, dude, we're doing our job. Are you doing yours?
They've been doing their job all season, though. That's the thing.
Exactly.
All season, the defense has been there, even without Bradley
If
Chubb.
we
who they
had, if
traded.
we had, if your team had that defense, I mean, we have that defense, but I'm saying if
Oh,
your
the
team-
Chargers had that defense. They'd fuck around and be the fucking in first place, right?
We might be in first place. We might be.
sure.
you
for
see what I
sure.
mean?
We
It's
might
kinda
because
like,
then the
dude.
pressure would come off Herbert a little bit, but yeah.
Well,
no,
what's funny is if the Chargers can score 20 plus, so that's like remember we
That's
saw.
easy.
yeah, with the Broncos stat with them scoring 20 points.
Yeah, you're right. They
You know, that was an embarrassment. They let Sam Darnold roll in the fucking end zone like a goddamn kid in the playground. You see that play? on the goal line. He fell down. No one touched him, and he rolled over on his side twice to get in the end zone. Like, how embarrassing is
You know
that?
what? For Denver, it's just unlucky because honestly, like, dude, they like there's nothing that is gonna make them win, even if their defense is solid. It's like that's not gonna win anything if you can't score any points, dude.
I just want to go back to our first episode of the year before the preseason where we all said, God, Denver's gonna suck. Denver's gonna suck. I just want to go listen to that. My God. He sucks. He sucks. He has too much talent too. And like he always did it with just one running back. Now that he had like 10 running backs to choose from this year. You know, I get it. Javante got hurt. Melvin Gordon can't hold on the ball. Latavius Murray is fucking old. I mean, Russell, you did good running the ball yourself. Run the fucking ball.
And the coach
He's
too.
fat. What are you
coach.
talking
He is fat,
about?
huh?
Yeah.
He really is. Like, he's not in shape. He's fucking.
He's eating that Elways every night, huh?
Yeah, he's just fucking. I blame his wife. Shut the fuck up. Just learn from Patrick Mahomes' wife. What happened to her?
I haven't heard a peep out of fucking. What's her name? Brittany?
All she does like the George Kittle wife thing is see him on the sideline and kiss him, and then that's it.
Yeah.
All you see.
Why do you think Giselle fucking
up,
divorced fucking Tom? Tom's like, shut the fuck up. You gotta fucking play football.
No, she's dating the trainer. Remember?
Is she?
The school guy? Yeah, the school guy. The guy that tutors the kids. Yeah, it's always somebody.
I'm done.
It's always somebody close. It's
always
someone.
I bet
close.
you Tom's sleeping with the 22-year-old. So
it was the tutor.
Yeah, we're gonna hear the controversial. Well, Tom was with fucking 3 other Brazilian fucking.
No, and she might have slept with AB the way AB's going about it.
I think AB's just stirring up the pile. That guy
no, he's just throwing dirt.
CTE.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's go on the next game. Steelers versus Falcons. I don't have anything on it. Spreads 1, totals 43. I have nothing on this game. It seems like one of those barn burners.
I raised my hand saying that I took fucking Atlanta last week and was utterly disgusted.
Me too.
I've
Me
lost
too.
2 fucking games in
barn burner.
at the
I actually took that game.
So it turns out Kyle Pitts is outside of the barn right now putting lighter fluid.
But the difference between me is I can tell you when I win by luck, that was pure luck. There's no skill in that. That was pure luck. I was sitting there like, wait, why are you throwing the ball when you have fucking Patterson and you guys run?
But that's how you
Marcus Mariota's a mobile quarterback. I even thought they scored.
Like,
but when you can
taking pictures for the groomsmen, and I thought they scored. I yelled touchdown, and fucking sure as shit, it's a pick. I'm like, fuck.
All right. All right. Titans versus Eagles. Spread is 5. The total is 44.5. I don't think the Eagles are going to cover. So I kind of like Titans plus 5. I may even put a little more to see if I can teaser this up with something else that I'm doing, something that I'm sure about, obviously, maybe a total or so. But yeah, I think big pick, you're on the same page.
Yeah, I'm going to die by the sword on this one. I'm taking the Titans money line.
Awesome.
I'm going to die by the sword. This is going to be
wait, you're going to do money line? Holy shit.
Yes, I'm going to do the money line on this one. When everyone thinks that okay, so look, the Eagles are supposedly the best team in the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. They're only favored by 5. Little AJ Brown, nothing tells me more. Mike Vrabel wants to shove it to AJ Brown because he's been talking all that shit. This is going to be a King Henry fucking
I forgot
special.
about that.
Yeah, this is going to be a King Henry special. And King Henry's going to shove his foot so far up the Eagles' ass that they're not even going to fucking be able to wake up the next morning. And I still think Jordan Davis is out. And that's been a huge loss on their defensive line. It all starts with him with stopping the run. Yeah. Without him, they really are not good at stopping the run. So
good analysis.
This is going to be the game, and I'm just glad Tennessee lost last week
because now they have something to look.
Now they have something to go out and fight like dogs for.
Yeah, and something to look forward to, and then also as long as they don't pick the ball from fucking Henry like they tried it. I think they did that in the end zone, or they did. And
they still got a touchdown though. Henry just didn't get the touchdown.
He rolled into it. I think we should be in good shape, at least for a dog pick. Prado, you like the same thing +5.
Oh, yeah. Fuck the Eagles. They're fucking trash. They're not even good. Like Jalen Hurts is fucking whack. I keep saying this like to all the
That's your
sorry, tell
emotions, though. You got to let the
no,
analysis take over.
wrong.
Well,
This is
this is
why.
a statistic here. Carlos,
Yeah.
can everyone, what happened in college?
Yeah, exactly. When you get benched in a national fucking championship game and you let someone else take your job from you, and then you go to the NFL and you're hiding behind these good receivers and this good coach and good defense and good organization, it'll come out. I'll just let everyone know. Boy, today's 11:30. 2022. We'll remember this podcast, and to all the Philadelphia fans, I will love to rewind and play this back. Your quarterback's
Damn, don't
not
get
that
Shane
good.
on here. Do
Look,
not get Shane on here.
Listen, he's not that good, and Brado said it. Jordan Davis, like they could keep getting a lot of players, and it's still gonna not unfold what he really is until like the big game, because they'll end up winning. But another thing too, I was going to say, CJ Gardner Johnson, the leading interception king in the NFL, he got out.
Yeah, no, that's what we told. That's what you just said.
That's going to be a big loss. I could see the young guy Burks that is replacing AJ Brown doing the defense up.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just call me crazy. I think Vrabel's one of the best coaches in the NFL. He's top 3. It might be him, fucking Bill, and I don't know. Give me one more out there, but he's up there.
Andy.
He's up there.
Andy.
Andy has Patrick though. Like he's a little star boy out there. I mean, realistically, Tomlin has been doing
Andy has
well
Pat.
with what he's got. Tomlin's been doing pretty good, but Vrabel's a fucking damn. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
All right.
My team's never won a Super Bowl, so I mean, what are we really talking about here? But let's go Vrabel.
Let's go Jags versus Lions. Spreads 1.5. Totals 51.5. What's your heart?
Lions money line. I mean, Jacksonville came back. They shouldn't have came back that much. But then again,
they should have never won that game. Actually,
Doug Peterson's a good coach too. He's probably fucking top 10. So I mean,
both coaches are really good.
I need you to calm down on that.
There's no more coach there, right? There's no more.
Name me fucking 10 better coaches, dude. He's the coach of the Jaguars, bro. Think about that. You're an expansion team. If talk about the Chargers not having a fan base, bro, the Jaguars.
But what about? Okay, so what about the Lions?
You have the number one quarterback supposedly in the last fucking 5 years. Shut up.
Who's coaching the Lions?
Dan fucking Motor City Campbell.
Okay, so it's still him, right?
Hell yeah, it's still him.
So there you go. Who's better, Doug or Dan?
Doug's better, but Dan's got the fucking people bought in over there in Detroit.
Do they have?
Call me crazy.
Do they have Amon Ra and stuff?
He kind of got hurt in Thanksgiving, but Dan knows how to rally the fucking troops. He's like a goddamn fucking. He's riding the chariot. Fucking, he's got Jamal Williams behind him crying. I'm about to cry right now.
Is there a part of you that just feels like that the Lions could really, really lead this up until the third quarter, and then here comes fucking Trevor and his fucking squad?
Yeah, actually, no, that's exactly what I think so. Because when you want to back this team, that's when
you just Yep. That's what
I'm a
little
saying. Psycho right now, but I think the Lions could go on a little win streak and actually, do something with that division.
I mean, if you're trying to do something with, like for a first half or something like that, that would be my safe bet. But that's just, whatever. I'm just thinking out loud. All right. No take on that. So let's go with Washington versus the New York Giants. G-Men. And the spread is 2.5. The total is 40.5. And again, I like the over on this, you guys. I don't know. I like the over. That's all I'm going to say. And Prado, I know you have some big money on this. Go ahead. NYG ML.
I've been writing on fucking Washington for a long time, and I wanted to bet against them last week. So the fucking garbage fucking little play that happened in the end. No problem. Good job. Thank you guys. I mean, you're 6-0.
Now running it back.
Yeah, you're 6-0 against the spread. Taylor, you've been running fucking wild. Your team's been doing good. Your defense is good. Who gives a fuck? Here comes Dable.
And
An
here
actual
comes
good
the
coach,
New York.
Brad. An
Yeah.
actual good
Hey.
fucking coach.
But he is a good coach. Small sample size, but he's a good coach.
No, and then it's New York back. So who's gonna be refereeing that, huh?
I think we got.
Money line New York Giants. Nothing to think about. Fucking watch.
agree.
Balls back. Shame on the NFL. I would have been okay or happy with this to be on prime time, but they chose not to play this game.
This
Brad,
is a big
anything on
game. This is no. I'm the one that probably was the front runner with Prado. I'm like, dude, New York is winning this game. I don't give a fuck. Heineke's like what 8-0, dating back to his last 8 games at ATS. He's fucking damn near won every game. He's got a couple close ones that he shouldn't have won.
Ugh,
I like the Giants. I like the Giants here.
All right, you gonna put
Dable.
that? You want me to put that in for you?
I'll go ahead and make the adjustment before Sunday, but don't worry about it. I'll be in Vegas on Friday putting a couple bets in for Pyro. I know this is one of them that I'm going to be putting in for him.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, let's go with the next game is Browns versus Texans. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Spread is 7.
Yes.
And the over under total is 47. So what do you like, Big Pick?
Honestly, I already know where this is going. Pyro's already
You didn't
staring
even
at me.
bet the game and you're asking big pick. Makes sense.
Yeah.
No, that's why I asked him, because I wanted you to
I
win.
don't like this game because I know to take the Texans, but I got raisin balls right now. I don't want to take them.
Dang, not
And
the raisin
I know
balls.
I know that's the play, and so does Prado, but I don't want to bet this game.
Go for it, Prado. I'm giving you your chance.
This is my second favorite game of the week, by the way.
What's your first favorite? New York Giants?
New York Giants? This is my
Alright.
second favorite.
Are we
game of the week.
fading this? I'm just
Listen,
kidding.
this is the Super Bowl for the Houston
It
Texans.
is.
This will be their only win of the year, dating back to the other win against the Jacksonville Jaguars, aka that good coach that
I
Brad was
forget
talking
who's
about.
on their team though.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There's a guy that's
I
going to
think
be
it
playing
does.
that hasn't touched the ball in 2 years. He's going to hear every single
700
rape
plus days,
allegation
700
come out of
plus
the
days.
fan's mouth. The game opened up at 5.5. This line should be in the double digits, but it's sitting at a comfortable 7. And this will be a possible survivor meltdown. This will be a money line meltdown, and everyone and their mother will probably think that Deshaun Watson will stick it to their team. It'll be exactly what Gino did to Denver. And you know how I know it's the play? Because my dumbass said like 2 weeks ago, I'm going to save the Browns for this game. So when Deshaun Watson comes back, I'm going to take Deshaun Watson and company to beat Houston.
Okay, maybe you were right.
Ain't happening. It's the Super Bowl for Houston. The
Well,
city
I
wants
mean,
to fucking stick it to them.
I don't know.
It's in Houston too.
And the local sheriffs will be at this game, I'm told.
Oh yeah, I could see Deshaun walking through the tunnel and just hot dogs and beers and fucking
Right. That's
and relish and fucking mustard just
being
flying
thrown
at the
out.
fucking guy.
I heard there will be 3 massage parlors that will be buying out the suites to make sure that they're far enough away from Watson.
That's good. Oh man, that's really good. All right. We've got Seahawks versus Rams. 7.5 is the spread. The total is 41.5. Originally I liked the Seahawks on this just because they can beat up on a team like the Rams, but because it's in SoFi, I don't know if that changes my mind. 7.5 is a huge spread, but I just feel like the Rams are hurt, dude.
They are, and Donald's not playing this week either.
Huh?
No Donald, no Stafford, no Cup.
They're
This
just hurt.
this is a recipe for a rout. I know that Seattle hasn't been historically good against the Rams, but this is a rout.
No, Seattle has been very good against the Rams.
They actually.
I thought they were very split.
No,
No,
that's
no.
I think that's
Domination.
Cardinals and Seattle.
Mm.
or one of the teams.
It's ownage. It's ownage. Remember, Pete Carroll has a very
I
good.
just feel like this is going to be like a bloodbath. But when I thought it was in Seattle, I was like, oh, for sure, because the referees are owned by fucking.
Well, Gino already pissed on the Chargers in SoFi, so he knows his way around that building pretty well. So
Yeah, so I might just put it back on there, and that's my original thought. I don't have anything for Prado. Big pick. You already said your thing. Like I said, Al, Caleb, and Bobby don't have anything.
The who cares game.
Yeah.
it's definitely not my favorite game on the slate.
Dolphins versus Niners. This is a lot of shit talking over the week. Spreads 4. Total is 46.5. I like the over. I don't care. That it's gonna be easy over. I just feel like with all this, like first 2 quarters, it's gonna be insane. But I don't know about, because we like to do that whole defense party for the last 2 quarters, and maybe we can stick it to them because of all the shit that they're talking. Because I heard Wilson, right, is the one that's talking shit.
Yeah, my name is Yef.
Dude, but it's like, okay, but your coach came from our coach. Like, calm down.
Like, put it this way, Jeff Wilson is nothing without the Niners.
And how about Kyle is everyone's daddy? Okay, let's just be real.
That's true.
We need to keep.
I think Mostert is nothing without the Niners too. If you go look at his stats,
Jets, Dolphins. Just remember that they have a daddy coach, and they came from somebody. Just like parents, they can still spank you even though you're away.
as my father would say, "I brought you into this life, son. I'll take your ass out."
Yeah, dude. There's no freaking way. And plus with all the shit talking now, it's like, come on. Now I could see why somebody would want to take the under on this because of the scoring, but I don't know. Is CMC in or out?
He's in. What are we talking about?
All right. What
He
about
was just
Debo?
Mitchell's out. Mitchell's out. I think
Mitchell's
Debo's
out.
gonna play. Obviously, Kittle's gonna play. I think he's gonna be all right as far as injuries. Obviously, Mitchell's done. Might as well just sit him the rest of the season.
Yeah. And then Prado, obviously you have 3.5. I know Bobby's probably going to take SF. I could just speak for him now. Any other analysis here from the shit talking?
I'm taking Dolphins first half.
Miami has 4 or 5. They've on a 4-way winning streak. They've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game winning streak. If they play anything like they played versus Pittsburgh or Detroit first half or Chicago fucking first half, fucking this is gonna turn into a fucking bloodbath where fucking Tua turns back into Tua. The only thing the Miami Dolphins have a really good offense. They really do. They're also playing against fucking a young coach who has his squad fucking turn up. But at the end of the day, like defense wins ball games, and this is not the stats will fucking dig itself in. And then I looked at Tua's stats. He's like, I think like 0.2 yards away for yards per attempt. I mean, he's Jimmy G just fucking winning. I even saw this disgusting.
We just need to score. Now that's what I'm worried about. We need to score.
The funny thing about Miami is like their defense low key sucks. It's like you could score.
They have a lot of names on paper, but they haven't been.
Yeah,
really
they're a little iffy.
They have 4 guys on IR that have been fucking studs.
We need to run the ball on them too.
Yep. So I just feel like this is a good spot for the Niners.
I can see a pick 6 here.
Miami, Kansas City, and I would say Minnesota are 3 teams in the NFL right now that have been getting away with fucking murder. Like
out on the streets, they call in my.
They have been like it. They should have lost to Chicago. They should have lost to Detroit. I mean, Kansas City should have lost to fucking, the Chargers, for God's sake. Like, there's just so much shit that's going on that they're getting away with. Like, but this is the kind of time right now where NFL fucking comes back to reality, and these people that think that they keep winning with these teams end up falling apart.
Okay. Let's go with the next game, Chargers versus the Raiders. 1.5 total 50. And who are you taking? Big pick.
Raiders are the play here.
Really? Why?
The Raiders are the play.
Why? Well, I
It's
mean,
just
we've done this in and out.
we won on a 2-point conversion. I know the Raiders won in overtime, but we went on a miracle 2-point conversion last week against the Cardinals, who are not very good. Personally speaking, the Raiders are the best, worst team in the NFL. They just had a lot of heartbreaks this season. The Cardinals are really not good. We're going to Vegas again, where obviously a lot of bullshit could fucking happen, and I don't see us winning this game. I don't know. We damn near lost the first outing in week 1 in SoFi. We damn near pissed it away, held on by a fucking tooth and nail. But I
2-point
do like
conversion.
no, in week 1, last week we won by the 2-point conversion, and I don't like winning by the 2-point conversion. Like I said, I just think that the Raiders are the play.
All right, Prado, you like the Raiders streak as well.
Raiders actually should be favored in this game, just to keep it real with you. Like there should be the Chargers shouldn't be favored in this game. Like show a little bit more respect than that. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like I took last week by the skin of my teeth in game with Bragg as we were drunk. I in game the beautiful Chargers just to win. It was like a miss one seat fucking glued to me. I was like, oh my God.
That's how our games go, bro. It's fucking
Yeah.
fuck. I really just bet on this
I think
fucking
it's the
trash
same
ass
for
team.
like Raider fans too, though. Both teams are fuck.
Yeah, but at least they know their team's trash. We think at least our team's good.
Oh my God. You guys are the Browns of this year.
We are the Browns. Best team on
100%.
paper.
All right. So that's I'm not taking any of these two teams. I don't trust it, to be honest. Let's go with KC versus Bengals. Spread is 2. Total is 52.5. I like Joey B. That's pretty much, I mean, there's really nothing to I get it. KC, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people are prancing and, whoop-de-doo about their defense. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. What do you got? What else do you guys have to say? You know what I mean? I feel like, do you guys think Joey B can actually bring it against Casey, or you think it's just ownage?
We might have a Jamar Chase back. And
What exactly do you mean by ownage?
What ownage? The Bengals
what
beat
ownage
them
are you
twice
talking
last
Just
year.
like because he's always under Pat. Like they're
No,
always
he's beat Pat twice.
He's beat
There's no
Pat twice
ownage.
last year.
Thank you. Because a lot of public
He's actually
people, like,
undefeated against Pat.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like a lot of people are saying, oh, Pat's the best. He's won a championship. It's like, dude, the guy Joey went to a championship and you didn't even give him a chance. Calm down. Like,
Yeah, no. If there's one guy in the NFL that has more fucking balls than anybody, it's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, and
That guy's a fucking savage.
And my argument too is that, like, first of all, Pat has fucking Travis Kelce and fucking Tyreek Hill. Let's shut the fuck up now. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Joey B had who? Yeah, he has some good guys, but they ain't gonna be those guys.
Yeah, well, yeah, Jamar.
Yeah, but Jamar is no
pretty
fucking
good.
Kelsey or Hill. Come on, let's go.
Oh no,
That's what I mean.
he's not both of them.
I mean, you have two deadly weapons. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
and you're a great quarterback as well, so you have skill. But I feel like you give Joey B the right amount of weapons, he's gonna do the same shit.
Yeah, and I think Jamar comes back this week.
I also feel like the NFL wants him to do it. You see what I mean? Because it's more rivalry now that Josh is hurt and they're kind of seeing the exposure of the Bills. They kind of want the Bengals to sneak in there because keep in mind, the Bengals are still the Bengals at some point. They did get hurt. Shit happened over this season, but they're still who they are,
Well, it just comes down to they can't beat the Browns. That's the only thing, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's just kind of like funny how like people have given up on Joey B when it's like, dude, come on, don't forget about them.
Yeah, I think this would be. I mean, I think it's 2 right now. I don't even think you'll need the 2. It's a money line or nothing. Bengals here.
Yep.
All right, Prado likes money line. same thing.
There's
Even-
still that stat out that I talked about when they played against the Chargers that made it even more larger. 7-1 against the spread versus the AFC. For some reason, I tip my cap off to fucking Kansas City. They own the NFC, but when they play against the AFC, they just can't
they can't
cover.
cover. Yeah, it's true. Colts versus Cowboys. Sunday night football. Is that twice in a week? Yeah.
Fucking trash.
Jesus. Spread is 11 and the total is 43.5. My God, the Colts again.
They love putting the Colts on prime time. I need some misery in this one. Give me the Colts plus 11.
Why? Yeah, me too. That's what I did. I just did that. I wanted to. I don't even care. I just wanted to be exciting. But it probably won't be. It probably will be like the Cowboy America's team, blah 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 blah, whatever. I don't really have anything other than, the Dallas Dick Boys might really just put a needle in this one. That's pretty much it. I don't know. Any other opinions other than yours, Brad? No? Brado?
Prado, nothing. Well, I just think that the Colts, like, they have really nothing to play for at this point. The division's wrapped up. Tennessee owns that. I'm just going. This is like a Vegas bet here, where Vegas is going to need the Colts to do something, and everyone's going to take Dallas on all their money line parlays, so they're going to get killed in that aspect, and then they're going to get all the -11s coming through, and then all the teasers, and then it might just be a fuck around and Dallas win by 3 to burn every fucking teaser in America.
Done. Yep.
I could see me taking the Colts because just I'm a fucking psycho. And I have
Yeah.
fucking,
It's just like degenerate things.
Turns out I got a fucking appointment next week to go see the doctor and get a fucking CAT scan on my brain. We don't really know what's going on up here.
I think we're all on the same page with that one. And then on Monday you go and look at the Saints versus Tampa Bay Tom.
yes.
And Monday Night Football, you've got spread is 3.5, total is 40, and then you said Saints ownage is due money line. So the Saints own Tom Brady, right?
Absolutely. He shouldn't have won last game. The refs really fucking blew a fucking call. Otherwise, that game probably ends.
But yeah, that was a PI on them. Yeah,
Yeah,
the PI
just
to allow
fucking
it.
trash. And I know I hate myself some Andy Dalton, but they will find a way
But
to.
what about the
close
Andy
Tom.
primetime stat?
He's due. Like I you know why? Because I
Sure.
bet
What
on
do you
his
mean they
dumbass
shouldn't have
last
won
time.
last game?
Listen, I
they
know.
didn't.
Listen,
No, they should have won. The Saints should have beat Tom Brady earlier in the season. There was a huge
Oh.
controversial. It was like a 50-yard fucking PI that wasn't
This is
called.
in Tampa, right?
Yeah, this is in Tampa.
and it's only 3.5. I've noticed when they've hung that -3 on Tampa Bay, like good fucking luck. Like it's been bad.
So you think
I don't
Tampa's
really
going to
care.
lose?
I don't really
Yep.
care. I'm just gonna run it back because fucking I don't care. This is the misery game too.
You know how you were just saying like there's no way in fucking hell like the books will be rooting for fucking the Saints. I can promise you. 'Cause
Misery loves company, my
every
friend.
square in
The
the
company.
planet will be taking fucking
No,
Brady
Prado's
teaser,
company.
Tom Brady money line, Tom Brady in the points, Tom Brady first half. Like this might be a game where we see Tom Brady get knocked out.
Okay, I gotta respect it. I respect it.
Doesn't matter. Misery loves company, dude. Fuck it. You know why? Tom's got to stay relevant.
He's kind of like not no more, huh?
That's
I
why
mean,
he's trying to
after
go
that
back.
Piss
You're-
fucking
Look,
poor
put it like this.
performance
Put it like
last
this.
week.
We're talking about Giselle now with some tutor. Like that's how irrelevant he really is.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's to say that Tom's not with the 22-year-old though? Let's be honest.
I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares. I think he does love.
I don't even know if he's a real person.
I'm
think
putting
he
a
does
future
love
on the
football,
Bucks
though.
on the Vegas and for them to win the Super Bowl. Fuck it.
Oh my God. All right. So that's the end of week 13. Again, we are 267 and 182. So we're at 60% for the last 12 weeks. Good luck to everybody with our analysis and picks. And then we're going to go over to sponsors. I'm going to start off with you, Brad. What do you guys have at MGMH Pod?
MGMH Pod, we're going live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be at work banging it out from my fucking office. We have a UFC fighter on. His name is Victor Henry. Also trains with Josh Barnett. And catch us live on YouTube at MGMH Pod, Twitch, and wherever else you get your podcasts. But MGMH Pod, that's the play. And another shout out I have is to the old Bobby here, old Bobby Banks. Went to his wedding. I was in his wedding on Sunday. Got to give kudos to the man. He held it together. Had a really nice speech written out a couple times. Very impressed with what he had.
Great. Yeah, pretty funny stuff too. I like.
Yeah, he was very clever with what you had written down. So, kudos to the kid.
I like how you brought up the Lakers.
He did, but it was in a bad.
It was bringing up the Kings though too. If you didn't catch that, sir.
I did, but it was funny how he brought it up because he's just like funny like that. Like he would bring something up like that.
I like that he incorporated sports.
Yeah, he had to let everyone know that he's a degenerate up front.
In a way. All right. Any other shout outs, Prado, before I go? I got a lot.
Yes, I just have a shout out to the World Cup. I've never been so much in tune and showing my United States and Mexican pride like to the fullest. Shout out to Mexico for fucking doing something right and then seeing their fans fucking in misery because they fucked up even though they won. And shout out to the USA team because no one's giving them the fucking credit they deserve. And all those young
we've been doing for a minute.
All those young bucks that have been getting attacked by the fucking reporters and fucking holding their own. I mean, you got to give a lot of respect. I mean, if our kids were watching the soccer game in their classrooms, I mean, that just shows you what fucking the world means to this fucking sport. So I have to give a little respect to the sport. And yep, that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Sponsors for me is Dolce is one of our new sponsors. Thank you for my beanie. They are a non-GMO organic brownie. So healthy brownie, but gut healthy brownie.
Let me get one.
Still made with avocado oil, coconut, sugar, and almond flour. So very good. We actually tried it. Like the kids and I tried it. Aaliyah liked it. There's 0 additives and preservatives, dairy-free, soy-free, and 0 sugar alcohols and refined sugar.
Thanks for sharing.
It's gone. You'll have to go get a pack, a variety pack. They have brownie, almond butter, and dark chocolate and lemon coconut.
Where can we find this at?
www.dolce.com and follow them at Dolce, DALCI. All right. Full Send. Thank you for my hat. Make podcasts great again. Watch their new episode. Follow them at Full Send Podcast. Right? I think it's at Full Send Podcast. Mm-hmm. And then Dior. Thank you. I forgot you guys last week for my water bottle and my beauty supply for the holidays. So make sure you guys get some. Hey, Brad, if you have somebody in mind, you want to get them some Dior stuff, Dior
Maybe.
Beauty. All right. Wager Attack, of course, can't forget them. That's where we get our numbers and our odds. www.wagerattack.com. Follow them at Wager Attack on Instagram. And last but not least, Stay Classy Meats. I know all of us have pretty much had the meat from Stay Classy Meats. Again, another healthy organic choice, especially for some of these UFC guys that you're going to have on there, right? For MGMH Pod. And also for the holidays, if you want to make good steak dinner, go ahead and follow them at Stay Classy Meats and www.stayclassymeats.com. Other than that, happy holidays to everybody. Of course, we'll be on next week, or we will try, as always. But I don't really have anything else unless you guys do.
Nope, just to another week of football.
I will say this, shout out to that bar we went to for the 49er bar in the German
Oh,
bar.
yes, at 49ers Los Angeles.
Yes, very
Um,
nice hospitality, red fucking shots. It doesn't get any
that
better.
was 7. Follow him. It's a group. I guess they have like a sponsor group. I don't know what you guys call it, but that was really cool. We went there and it was fun. It was actually like a 49er bar. It was pretty cool. So
Drinking German beer, Brado. I had a little bit of you with me. I had a little bit of the Bay. You know what I mean? I was in LA. You know what I mean? It was a good thing.
Hell yeah. Just like Tupac.
all right, guys. Well, we will see you guys again next week. And thanks for joining.